Welcome to the review that drip blood. I'm your host, Jeffrey Woods, and today we'll be taking a closer look at the 2020 supernatural thriller Amityville Island, which was directed by Mark Polonia and Paul Allen Steele and written by John Oak Dalton. It stars Danielle Donahue, Jamie Morgan, Jeff Kirkendall, James Carolus, Titus Himmelberger, and Steve Dispara. The film follows Kelly Jo Knight, a single mother of four who finds herself starting over in the suburban neighborhood of Amityville, New York, after losing her husband in the Iraq War. On the way to their new home, Kelly Jo stops at a yard sale where she picks up a few things, including toys for her children. As you might guess, some of the belongings originated from the Amityville house, and it isn't long before she finds herself under the influence of a demon who forces her to murder her family. You might expect that to be the end of the film, but it's only the beginning. A possessed Kelly Jo finds herself in prison on death row until the prison's crooked staff discreetly ships her and another inmate out to an island where they're sold to a mad scientist who intends to use them in his experiments. So, what do I like about this movie? Amityville Island is a refreshing change from the usual formula we've come to expect with this franchise. Sure, an unsuspecting family acquires an object originating from the Amityville Horror house that ultimately results in possession, chaos, and death. But Amityville Island combines that with an Island of Dr. Moreau twist that makes for a very entertaining original story. I have to say they nailed it in the casting department. Jamie Morgan gives a fantastic performance as Kelly Jo, our sympathetic protagonist, who falls victim to an ancient evil she has no chance or opportunity to ward off. Jeff Kirkendall plays the perfect mad scientist, period. Dr. Orman is not inherently evil. Like a lot of real-life scientists and doctors, he's so focused on his goal that he's simply apathetic when it comes to the suffering of his test subjects. But on the flip side, James Carolus plays Dr. Orman's assistant, who's not only aware of the pain and suffering they're causing, but seems to take great pleasure in it. And Danielle Donahue is fantastic in her role as Renata, our second main character, who, much like Kelly Jo, is a victim of circumstances out of her control that ultimately finds her a captive on Dr. Orman's island. Overall, Amityville Island is a fun, original story with a great direction, a wonderful cast, and I really like the setting and locations used in the film, which is why I'm rating it 9 demon-possessed sharks out of 10. Before I let you go, I'd like to take a moment of your time to plug my first children's horror novel, Eerie, Ohio, Here Comes the Boogeyman, which tells the story of Shelley Green, a reluctant hero who, with the help of a new friend, revisits a tragic event in his past that may or may not have awakened a forgotten evil. It's a story about facing your fears, the power of friendship, and is jam-packed with Easter eggs any true horror fan can enjoy. If you've enjoyed this review, please make sure to smash the like button, tell me what you'd like me to review next, and make sure to subscribe to the Review That Drip Blood.